ladies and gentlemen, to this part in this week's series. My sister goes to college, you idiot. Which means that at some point she needed that CD.
2014, you're 2 years late.
Welcome back to this part of this week's series where we are giving you our WYSPs, why you should or shouldn't play series.
Sorry.
It's okay. If you guys want to blow each other on my show, please feel free.
No. So we're talking about WYSP series.
And the fans can comment right here.
Subscribe here. Like there. And comment here. Here's a thought. And that's the thought.
It was a sound thought. I like it.
I really have no thought. I have no idea what to preface this episode with.
That's funny because finally, a couple weeks ago, I didn't have an apples. You didn't originally have a what? I'm
wondering,
and now you don't have a
and
thought.
I don't have a thought.
Well, maybe you should introduce us first.
Maybe I should introduce these two lovely cohorts that I've brought along with me on this epic journey that we are about to take. Can you tell that I'm stalling for as long as possible?
Do you need a thought? I can help you with that.
To my direct left, I have the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself, the man with the most bobby pins in his hat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mr. Peter Anderson.
What's going on, guys?
That was so anticlimactic.
Terrible.
And to my far left...
Did you just interrupt him?
Did you just interrupt me? I have an important point to make. Apparently not. To my far left, ladies and gentlemen, I have the biggest Zelda fan in the world. He also has in his possession the mightiest of Master Swords. Wink, wink. I have Mr. Jeremy Bird.
I forgot about that.
What's up, ladies? Biggest Zelda fan in the world coming at you once again.
And I, of course, am your host for the evening.
Of course, I'm your whore for the evening.
What's up, boys?
For the evening, I only have the most fabulous ponytail in the business. I'm Nicholas De Jesus.
Fabulous.
And here's just a thought.
Yes. Tell me.
We, on Wednesday, here on youtube.com/ImprovGaming, talked about Pokken Tournament. So to you guys, here's just a thought. Who do you think is the most badass Pokemon?
That's a good question. Lugia.
I don't care. I sincerely do not give a shit about Pokemon. Except for the fact that now they have a real fighting game out. Yep. That's the only thing I care. Like, now I will give a shit about the Pokken fighting game, but will never give a shit about Pokemon.
Magikarp.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know who Magikarp is?
Yeah, he's the fish.
Yes. Not the little dragon snake.
No, not the dragon one. The first one.
Yes.
The one that looks like a retarded fish.
Yes. Most badass motherfucker alive.
No offense to any handicapped people. Retarded doesn't mean handicapped.
It doesn't mean Magikarp is not retarded.
He looks retarded.
He sucks.
Alright? He made me say it again and offend more people.
Magikarp.
He even sounds it.
You know,
Carp.
on that, here's a thought. Did you hear the notion that...
Alright, you're getting way too carried away with this. Alright? Because you're like, no, on top of that, here's the once per episode, sir.
They were saying that, do the Pokemon just know how to say their name? Or is it like, do the Pokemon, like...
refuse to say anything else.
Refuse to say something else. Like, it was this weird type thing.
Yeah. But that they know how to talk because every single one of them knows how to say their own name.
Yeah.
But is it only that they just know how to say their own name? Or is it that they know how to talk, they just refuse to say anything else other than their own name?
I'm going to go with Notion 2 because in my opinion, Pokemon are some Pokemon, unlike Magikarp, is more intelligent than most of us.
How about Spanky?
Mankey?
Oh, Spanky's my Mankey.
The monkey?
He's an ape.
Primate's an ape. Mankey is a monkey.
What are your thoughts, Nick? You know what's funny? I love that little Pokemon thing where it like goes through all of them and like gives different names, and then you get to Dragonair, Dragatini, and then Dragonite.
Yeah.
And it's like Dragonite. It's like ooh. Then it's like Dragonair. It's like ooh, I'm gonna be such a wonderful thing. And it's like Dragonite. It's like oh, fucking hilarious. It's like I can't wait to be this beautiful. Yeah, that's all I got.
I like that thought.
That was a good thought.
Somebody had to have a thought.
Magic.
Because nothing was coming up here.
I didn't have a thought. I didn't have a thought at all. If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest games cast. Really? Again, you're doing this? In all of Mushroom Kingdom, all of Albion, and all of the past, present, and future locations in the yet-to-be-determined, shitty or not shitty, Assassin's Creed universe.
We find out today.
We find out today.
In like 2 minutes.
About, if you don't keep interrupting me.
Shut up.
We're three friends who love talking about games. We bring you a games cast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we'll also honor you with Let's Plays every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll also bring you our one-up news, or the best news, or the greatest news in gaming, in our one-up news series.
Or to a console near you.
No,
And what's coming out to a console near you on Sundays.
I love this right now. Because now I'm like, you're going to be like, where am I on the thing?
Fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. Well,
I know what you're really in on.
and from time to time, we'll honor you with Let's Plays and little things here and there that we do. Now, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, stay tuned and subscribe to us and our beautiful faces. And be sure to share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. And now, on to the topic at hand.
That was great.
Which is Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Which is
WYSP. Dun, dun, dun.
Dramatic reverb.
we got about 23 minutes of Nick talking. Oh, wait. Starting 24 minutes. Go.
Why you might want to consider looking at...
I knew it. Because that face, I was like, he's under the words he does.
Why you might consider re-looking at Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, you guys know, and you guys definitely know, that I am an avid Assassin's Creed hater. I hate
If they know, we would know.
Yes.
Haters
You're
don't
like,
hate.
yeah, you might know, but you guys know.
You guys definitely know, but I don't know if you pay attention.
I'm
Not
not
on
this
the
show for no reason.
No, exactly.
But
What
he's
was that?
just here for the looks.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't watch the show now.
I'm a Assassin's Creed hater. Alright? I drink plenty of haterade when it comes to Assassin's Creed, and I despise the franchise. Haterade. You don't like haterade?
You know what haterade is?
You don't know what haterade
No.
is?
You ever
I
wake
just-
up in a bad mood and you're like, I need a nice big glass of haterade.
Yeah.
Just Nick saying it sounds like, oh God, just continue. This is painful. This is a painful
Shut up.
conversation.
It's painful for you?
This is painful. It's very painful.
If you think it's painful for you, imagine how painful it is for me to admit that Syndicate is a step in the right direction.
Oh, I'm back.
The last time is,
No, he's trying to like bring his heart back.
don't die, you son
All
of a
right, so
bitch.
tell us.
All right.
No bullshit. Let's
So
go.
no bullshit. All right. I played the game, and of course I am already
Lukewarm.
adamant. Not even lukewarm. I just don't want to play the game at all. Right. So
Yeah,
I
you
turn
don't.
it on, and I'm just like, all right. I really don't want to play this. I already spent the money on it. Let me play it. Let me see what it has to offer, because Pete was talking such great things about it, and I don't really care about Pete's opinion, but there's some other random people that have been also saying some great things about it. So let me pay a little bit more attention to those random people that I've never met in my life, as opposed to my dear friend Pete.
This is great so far.
So, turn it on, I start playing, and it opens up,
You're London?
yes, well, not in London, right? It's off the beaten path in London, and you have a 2-part mission, but it's more of a tutorial mission, and it's a 2-part mission where you play as You have your brothers, Evie and Fry.
Siblings, not brothers.
Siblings. Evie is the girl, Fry is the guy. I'm sorry, siblings. Twin siblings, I believe. I don't think
Yes.
one is older than the other.
You're correct.
Yeah, twin siblings who were born into the Assassin's Creed Order, and they take it very seriously. They've already kind of completed a lot of their assassin training, and they're midway through getting to that Master Assassin's level. They
where
start.
you get to wear all the awesome outfits.
Yeah, where you get to wear all the awesome outfits that Ezio Auditore created.
Difference.
Whatever.
My name is Ezio Auditore.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
So
I have seen
They're-
Princess Bride.
they're trying to thwart the pass over of a piece of Eden, and you play your first part of the mission as Fry, or as Boy Fry, because they're both Fry. What's
Jacob
the fucking
Fry.
Jacob? I'm sorry, Jacob Fry.
That's why I'm here.
No problem. I mean, thank you. You started off as Jacob Fry, who's a fucking heavy hitter.
You
Like,
feel it, right?
Oh, you fucking feel it when he goes in for a hit. And then they start you off with some basic combat, right? Because you're starting off with the heavier hitter, and the combat it was a good thing for them to start you off with combat, because they said, hey, we changed a couple of things. Why don't you check it out? And,
This is for you, Nick.
And that's the first thing that they kind of give you.
So they kind of went like, Nick, we changed something.
Well, no,
Then I'll
like
listen.
you open the game up and your first thing is, hey, kick their ass, and it's instantly telling you, we got something new for you. You know, don't go exploring.
This is where the
Don't try to
action-
assassinate. You know, your first thing isn't an assassination. Your first thing isn't a training thing. Your first thing is fighting. Your first thing is throw a punch at that guy's face, and you go in for the punch, and you're like, oh, whoa, this fucking feels smooth. It feels phenomenal. Then they start giving you pointers on how to counter, how to break blocks, and all that lovely stuff. You continue through the mission. They give you your pointers on how to hide and all the standard
Tutorials.
Assassin's Creed shit.
Nice.
Then you get to
Evie.
who has a weapon in her hand,
Gimme.
a cane,
Which I
a
love.
cane sword, which I
Right?
adore.
Don't you
I
love
do
that one?
adore the cane sword.
I give it to Jacob, even though he sucks
Yeah,
at it.
and it feels weird because it's light, so you don't feel like when you're playing the game, you don't feel like there's much weight to the cane sword. It just feels like she's just kind of whipping it around like as if it was a whip. And it's nice because it's like, all right, it adds to the smoothness of the game. Like now I can actually glide into combos, and she can, you know, stick the guy up against the wall, and with the sword part, and beat the shit out of him with the cane part, and then pull the sword out and put it back in the cane, and then boom, she's right back to being a normal civilian. So nice things, nice aspects in there, in terms of the smoothness of that gameplay. It's still choppy in traversing. It's still choppy, and I see what they did in trying to clean up the choppiness. You know, you would, you know, try to jump and you just jump down to a ledge instead of jumping across a street to another building. What they did was the ascend and descend from Unity, they actually tweaked it up a bit, and if you're trying to jump across the street, if the game doesn't feel like you'll be able to make that transition smoothly, it won't let you jump.
Really?
It'll keep you from jumping, and the character will go, whoa, like that, and back up. You can force the game to let you jump if you just keep at it, and the game it'll say, okay, clearly this guy's not taking it. He wants to jump. And what I don't like about it is that it doesn't calculate the correct trajectory
Oh boy.
as to where it is. The game saying no, you can't jump. That whatever function that is isn't calculating the right trajectory to say no, you can't jump. It's just saying no because you might miss, but you won't. And I know you won't because I've played Assassin's Creed games since God knows how long. I'm not gonna miss the roof. I'll definitely miss the roof, but I'm catching the windowsill. So you let me jump because
I can make it. I
you
can
know,
make it.
like that's always been my fallback because Assassin's Creed could never actually calculate it right. It never felt right. Was that Assassin's Creed would say, no, you're not going to be able to jump, and I would jump, but I would catch the window instead of catching the roof. And Assassin's Creed seems to be calculating on, can you traverse from rooftop to rooftop? Whereas when I play the game, I'm like, no, but I can make that window, and I need to get across the fucking street, like now, because they're chasing me. So I don't like that. I like what they used to do, where I could make the jump. My problem is if I was going this way and suddenly my character jumps that way. They fixed that for the most part, where if I'm running very perpendicular to a ledge. If I accidentally tip the ledge, I won't jump now. But that's the same solution that they had for if I'm running right straight into the ledge. Mm-hmm. So if I'm running parallel to everything and I hit that, I'm not going to jump off into the street now. So that's nice. I like that they fixed that. Now I can run parallel to a rooftop ledge without a problem. But you still get like little weird shenanigans that happen because it's still trying to calculate where it is that you want to jump, and it's not streamlined. So if I'm on let's say a ledge, and then there's a chimney, and then there's a higher chimney, and then a ledge, like it's not calculating that jump pattern properly. So you're still having problems with that. Assassinations and weapons, they're all, pretty standard stuff. It's all.
What are the weapons you like the most? Besides the cane, do you play as the cane?
I play as the cane. No, not for both of them. For Jacob, I use the scythes or the knives.
Well,
I use the
that
knives.
too.
Yeah, I like him better with the knives, just because it seems like it feels more his style.
Yeah.
And it fits in more in his style. Now that we're out of the gameplay, or actually, there's one more thing to talk about the gameplay, and they added a nice little feature: grappling hook.
Finally.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nifty. And it's not just a grappling hook to get to the rooftop. You can take a grappling hook and traverse sideways as if you're climbing. So it's really interesting. It's like they took two things that were or one thing from Assassin's Creed 2 that worked really well that they never brought back, and that was the hook blade and how you could what's it called, zip line down wires and shit like that. And Assassin's Creed 2 did it very well, but they never did it again after that. And now they gave you a grappling hook and you can zip line again, and it feels nice. It feels really good. And then you can cut the grappling hook off and assassinate off of the grappling hook. So it's all of that Assassin's Creed 2 loveliness that we had that I missed.
Very nice.
So it's very nice. Driving mechanics suck. But I've never driven with horses, so I wouldn't know how to.
I don't think in the Amish country. We'll take a ride with it.
Yeah, but I mean, saying like I've never driven in a horse-drawn carriage, so I don't know how to feel about the driving mechanics of the game because it's all horse-drawn carriages. And that was pretty much cool. I like the aspect where you can grab somebody and take them your hostage. That was pretty nice. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of things are streamlined now. You don't have to sit there and wait inside a crowd of people for you to blend in. It automatically happens.
What do you think of the train, being on the train?
The train is interesting. Having that train as your base of operations is pretty nice.
Going around the city.
Yeah, going around the city, looking out the windows, and it's pretty nice. It's interesting. I mean, you fast travel to the train anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
Where the train is at any given moment. But I like looking at my map and seeing that the train is moving here and moving there, and it's a mobile base of operations. It's pretty. I like that. I like that aspect. I like that you win that train in a very early time, so that then you have your mobile base of operations, and it was a nifty little thing. I was like, that's pretty smart, having a mobile base of operations. Something they can't ever find you. But just look out for that train, and you know that's the assassin's train. So the knights will always find you.
Well, that train's fine. Don't worry about it.
But, so gameplay wise, it impressed me in little areas, but it still didn't get over the hill. It didn't get over that massive dislike that I have for the gameplay as a whole. Still a lot of parts of it that feel repetitive and the same old, and you're still chasing this guy, or you're still sneaking behind that guy, you're still locating the target. Yeah, it's still the same old stuff. I'm not gonna expect that to change much, because it's still gonna be like a Grand Theft Auto is still gonna have the same things. Your missions are gonna be basically the same. Chase that guy down, shoot that guy. Do this, do that, do this, do that. It's always going to be the same kind of thing. Now in Assassin's Creed, it's just assassinate that guy. You don't shoot him, you assassinate that guy. Make a scene. Don't do it without making a scene. Hide and cover. So that being said, let's move on to the characters. One thing that Assassin's Creed Unity suffered from, and Assassin's Creed 3 suffered from. Was it 3?
Which one do you think of? Black Flag?
No.
It was Kenway. Edward Kenway was 4, and then Connor.
Connor in 3.
Yes, Connor.
And
was
Unity was...
nobody who gives a shit.
Yeah, who gives a flying fuck about Unity? So 3 and Unity both suffered from boring characters. Very boring characters. In this game, you have 2 characters with a lot of personality. I have to say that. Jacob Fry is funny. He's arrogant. And everything about him is just brutish. He doesn't think about what he does. And
what'd you say?
yes, you're a brute. I'm sure everybody would agree with you being a brute.
Yeah, Big P.
And Evie Fry is calculating. She's always trying to figure out what the best option is. And I love the fact that they'll both fight each other, and they'll both do what they both wanted to do anyway, so the fight was completely useless. But that's like a sibling fight, I'm going to get into an argument with you, but you're still going to do whatever the fuck you want to do. So who cares about the argument? And that's essentially what the basis of each and every one of their arguments is. And it's like, no, I don't agree with you. Well, who gives a fuck if you agree with me? I'm going to do it because I'm Jacob. Well, of course you're going to do it. You're Jacob. I'm going to do something that's smarter because I'm Evie. So I like that dynamic between brother and sister.
Who'd you play as more?
Evie. I liked her.
Really?
Yeah, she was more stealthy. She was more my style.
I played the Jacob card.
Yeah, you played the Jacob card?
I enjoyed Evie, but...
When you get caught in a bad spot, Jacob is the one to go with. But the problem is that you shouldn't be getting caught in a bad spot. So I play the Evie route. And Evie still has her benefits because she's faster, she's nimble, and she has that fucking cane.
Did I not tell you you were going to love that cane?
That cane is fucking phenomenal. What else is there?
Story. You liking the story?
The story, it's interesting enough,
To keep you engaged.
It's interesting enough to keep me engaged. It's not mind-blowing. It's not like... It's all the same shit, right?
Yep.
Like that we've all dealt with. It's the assassins are going after the Templars. And you can see where it's going because the story is it's essentially Assassin's Creed, the first one, where an assassin kills a Templar and the Templar laughs at them like, you really have no idea what's going on, do you? So it's the same thing over and over again. It's the same old, like, there's something big going on in this universe and you have no idea what it is, so the curiosity of finding out what that is what drives you towards your next assassination, is what drives the narrative, is just trying to figure out where the conspiracy is, because this game is very heavy on conspiracy, and it always has been. It's always been a conspiracy kind of game. That's pretty much everything I really have to say about it. I mean, let me look at my notes here. One thing that Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed Unity failed to do was bring in historical figures in a very interesting way. Oh. Right? So in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations, you had Leonardo da Vinci, who was a big role in that game, in those games. You know, he was basically Ezio Auditore.
Weapon manufacturer.
But like fucking sidekick, essentially. You know, in this game, like you finally meet Charles Dickens.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin, and you get to talk to them, and they actually play a bigger role in you as an assassin, or in the game as an assassin.
More than George Washington.
More than George Washington did in 3, and whoever the fuck was in Assassin's Creed Unity did in Assassin's Creed Unity. I completely forgot what that game is about.
So
it's
for the better.
I really forgot what Assassin's Creed Unity
I couldn't even tell
really
you who
about.
the fucking guy is.
I
have no care about it.
I have no fucking idea what Unity is about. Well, what this game did was really... It didn't reinvigorate my love for Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed
if they release an Assassin's Creed, I'll play it. I'm no longer on the same level of go fuck yourself. You're just trying to make a major dash money grab. Now that I've played this game, they've looked at this game and gone, okay, we really need to evaluate what the fuck we're doing, so we're not releasing an Assassin's Creed this year. Let's reevaluate it. With those two things, if it was just one or another, if it was just one or another, I would have been like, fuck Assassin's Creed. But both of those combined, seeing what direction that they took in Syndicate and what direction they're taking as a company, it's making me think, okay, maybe their head's in the right spot and they're actually going to bring a great title the next bout. Because right now they're going in the right direction. It's not fantastic. It's not mind-blowing. It's not something that's that by itself, standalone, is going to blow me out of the water. But mind you, when I'm playing this, I'm considering what Ubisoft plans to do on the business side of things. And it seems like with these two proofs in front of me that they are on the right track to making a great Assassin's Creed game. Would I tell you to buy this game? No.
Wait till it's on sale?
No. What I will tell you is definitely give the next game your attention, because it will be something worth mentioning and worth playing.
Well, you got me on that one, because I was actually going to pick this up, but I'll wait till the next one.
But as my kind of, like, my bar is high. You guys have admitted, my bar is just way too high. I'm sure that you and your bar is still high.
Yeah.
My bar is way too high when it comes to these games. And you guys admit that all the time openly, and I openly admit that my bar seems a bit high, but, you know, I say reach it. Because you're not going to get me involved if you're not going to reach the bar.
Unless it's Metal Gear Solid or Just Cause.
No, because even Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain I was just like, oh, whatever. I didn't beat it.
What was the favorite game you've played in the last year? What is your favorite one that stands out?
My favorite one that stands out?
Arkham Knight.
Oh, yeah! I would say Arkham Knight.
Yes!
After the most recent game that I played, Arkham Knight was probably the more fun that I've had.
Batman cannot do everything in one night, like you said.
Yeah, but Batman can't do everything in one night. I'm sorry.
Those videos out.
Batman doesn't solve all his problems in one night. But yeah, Arkham Knight, I would say is probably one of the better games that I've played out of all these games.
That's another WYSP series you should check out.
We didn't do that one.
Yeah, we did. We did Batman.
No, I did Batman?
No, I did Batman as game of the year.
Yeah, but we did a WYSP series on it.
Did we? I don't think we did. Let us know in the comments.
Or just check it out, youtube.com/ImprovGamers.
Yeah. Even if we didn't do it, just check out our WYSP series in youtube.com/ImprovGamers.
Yeah, we have plenty of Let's Plays on there, so definitely check those out.
www.youtube.com/ImprovGaming. But yeah, as a guy that is sick of Assassin's Creed.
I told you.
Yeah, you told me. I was going to talk for 24 minutes. As a guy that's sick of it, I'm definitely. I would not recommend to other players who have been sick of this game or franchise to pick up Assassin's Creed Syndicate. But I would tell those same people, you have to keep your eye out for the next iteration in this franchise, because it will be a force to be reckoned with.
Very nice.
Thank you, Nick.
No problem. If you liked what you heard this week, please subscribe, like, and comment. All right. As always, all of our links are in the description below. Thank you for joining us. See you again next week. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, game on. AC. Oh, dying.
Very good, Nick. I like